On a bright Friday afternoon, I headed to Bonamwaya, a Kampala suburb, where I met Emmanuel Majala, a 50-year-old man who has battled sickle cell throughout his entire life. Upon my arrival, Majala took me around his rentals, which he acquired through earnings from photography. Minutes later, he narrated his terrifying story.
My first spouse, time reached that I was not doing financially well. Then started to know that now maybe a wrong choice to get engaged with the sickler. I used to fall sick time to time.
Majala narrates how being sick cost him a job at the Ministry of Works after acquiring a diploma in accountancy.
First of all, after my finishing a diploma in accountancy, I joined the Ministry of Works, where I could fall sick for 3 months. And the ministry said, no, we cannot accommodate you in this way. So I was stopped. And then I started my self-employment. How? I got a camera, I started photography, and I got much in my photography.
With the number of people with sickle cell reportedly increasing, I spoke to Tracy Nagawa, the executive director of the Sickle Cell Rescue Foundation, an organization that is spearheading efforts to manage the disease.
Sickle cell is not acquired. It's not like HIV. It's not infectious. Like you get flu or cough or something. It's not sexually transmitted. So, sickle cell, in a nutshell, it is a genetic blood disorder, and it attacks the red blood cells. The normal red blood cells are like a donut. Everybody knows that donut. It's round in shape, right? So when it is attacked with sickle cell, it changes its shape to like a crescent moon. Like a half moon, like a banana. It changes its shape, and when it changes that shape, because it lacks oxygen, it is stiff and it cannot move properly in the body.
But with many people in the community anticipating that many survivors have a short lifespan, Majala narrates how he has made it this far in life.
Whenever I fall sick, there's a mistake being done, and I start to review since morning. What have I done? What wrong have I done that caused this pain?
With some of the superstitions in check, Nagawa cites the myths surrounding it.
Parents hide these kids in their houses. Why? Sometimes they think it's bewitching. Because you know why? Because they tend to lose blood, because they tend to be anemic. So some parents relate that to witchcraft, but this is not witchcraft, and because of that, they tend to hide their kids in their houses. Remember, these kids they tend to get stroke out of the blue because of blockage of blood. These parents don't take these kids to school. You know what they have, because they have a myth of they die before the age of 12, others say before they reach teenage age. You find that parents do not get time to understand the kids, and they do not get time to take these kids to hospital so that they get the right diagnosis from the doctors.
Having introduced free sickle cell training in 2014, Nagawa says the organization offers free sickle cell screening and counseling services.
We also do sickle cell testing here in our offices every first Wednesday of the month and the last Wednesday of the month, free of charge. We endeavor education and advocacy, so we do a lot of community outreaches. We do partnerships with different organizations to help us do our work.
According to the Central Public Health Laboratories, the number of babies born with sickle cell disease stands at 15,000 to 20,000 babies each year, with an estimated 80% of those dying by 5 years. Philip Mwebaza, NBS, your story.